All right, we back at it. Homegrown Radio, Real 92.3, LA's new home for hip hop. I'm Chuck Dizzle. We
Yep,
got
it's
DJ
DJ
Head over
Head.
here. Yes, and look, it is International Women's Day. We are celebrating here at iHeartRadio. If you don't know, if you're not familiar, this is how we're doing it. We're celebrating the most powerful and impactful women in our culture, celebrating the lives of women and the legacy that they bring to this world. So, without further ado, we got the international sensation herself, Danileigh, not only joining us, but she's taking over, ladies and gentlemen. So let it be known. Danileigh, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling so good. Happy International Women's Day. How y'all doing?
Look, it's your world. You the one. You're glammed up right now. We were just saying off air
I was,
how
was
we are
hoping to
dressed.
be in like a suit and tie, like come like on some
If
virtual
you
date. No, I'm just kidding.
if you would have gave us the memo, I probably would have been suited up. Head, he don't like suits or ties or
I
anything
don't
like that. So he
wear
probably still wouldn't have dressed down for
I
the
don't wear
occasion.
dress attire, but it's all good.
Ever?
Ever. For any
Not
reason.
like a wedding or something?
I don't go
You
to
didn't-
weddings.
Actually, you know what?
Oh, I
Danileigh-
went to Bootleg Kev's wedding.
No, damn that. You went to my wedding. You DJ my wedding, and I have a picture of you actually having a tie on.
Okay, so stop.
So you probably should have dressed up for the occasion.
Sure.
Danileigh, we're talking about International Women's Day. First and foremost, what does that celebratory moment mean for you? What does it mean to be celebrated and to celebrate women on International Women's Day?
I'm so happy women get their own day. I think it's super important because we go through a lot. I feel we go through more than men do. I don't know if you agree or not, but I definitely feel that way. We go through giving birth, going through. I feel like girls take it a little harder with breakups and things like that, like getting heartbroken. I feel like just life. We have a lot we gotta cater to our men. I feel like men obviously have a responsibility of being like, you know what I'm saying, but also women gotta hold it down. So no, it's great. I'm excited to be
Hey, outside of
celebrating.
music, where do you draw your inspiration from women? Because like I was raised by a single mom and I always felt like I make it hard for women in my life because my mom is a motherfucker. Like my mom raised three kids dolo, you know what I'm saying? She always had two jobs. She got a master's degree all at the same damn time. So I feel like it's difficult for me to have a woman in my life that just be around just to be around. But where do you get your inspiration from outside of music?
Absolutely. I mean, my mom is definitely an inspiration to me. She's a very strong woman as well. Like she's just a big boss. Like, and that's where I see, my biggest inspirations are like Rihanna, Beyonce, J Lo. I just feel like they're just such powerhouse businesswomen. And it isn't something I feel like that's super common, but it's just like to see and then like see women be so successful in like their endeavors is just like very inspiring. So that's where I get my inspiration from, aside from music. And you know what I'm saying? I get that from business, fashion, from how women carry themselves. Like, so that's my inspiration.
Now, I want you to speak about some women that may not have the light or the shine. Growing up, who were aside from your mother. Obviously that's a big inspiration. But can you pinpoint other ladies or other women in your life that it could have been something small or just something that you picked up over the years, whether it be from inspiration to dancing or just anything, just things that you've picked up over your life throughout the years.
Yeah. My life has been like, I don't know. I feel like I'm a Hollywood baby. I always say that because I started off like so little, like dancing and dance classes and things like that. So to me, I always looked at people that really went above and beyond. And I feel like it was always women around me. So I feel like it was that made me feel like I want to be that great. You know what I'm saying? I always had that type of ambition in me, that type of like, I don't know, bossness to me. So I always felt like seeing that around me. My mom owned a restaurant. Like my mom was in real estate. My mom was like, so I mean, it is my mom, but it's also like, the women she hired that were going above and beyond. It was my dance teacher at the time. It was like, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah.
No, I think that's important to speak on people like that because again, we know the Rihannas, we know the Oprahs, we know their stories, but there's a lot of women, like you said, that are out there doing their thing that may not get the shine like those people. Like that's very interesting that you said your mom was into real estate too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know she did everything.
and to kind of flip that, I seen in a post recently that you bought a house in Dominican Republic, right?
I did, yeah.
Is it a house for your mother? Or is it kind of like a communal house, or how does that feel to kind of be able to do that?
No, my whole family's there right now. Later on, we're gonna like flip it and turn it into like an Airbnb service. You know what I'm saying? But right now, they're staying in it. So I say I bought my family a house. Like it's so beautiful. It's like a huge house. Like it's crazy. So
That's a big
it
ass
was a
house.
big deal.
Don't be modest. It's a big ass house. I saw the walkthrough video you did, and I was waiting for that motherfucker had to be an Instagram story because it was longer than 60 seconds.
It definitely was. It was a IG live, right?
Right.
IGTV. There you go.
TV, IGTV, yeah.
No, it's crazy. It's like every time I go there again, I just be like, wow, it's like another moment again for me every time. But no, it feels like that was one of my biggest goals is to hold down my family. So to do something like that was just like, oh, thank you. I wrote that down because I always write a list of like things I want as goals, like before the year ends and stuff for the next year. And I got it. That was like one of them. So I'm like, yes.
Where did you pick up that tip from as far as writing things down and making sure you have those goals like itemized so you can actually see it, you know?
I mean, I think that was just something I kind of did myself. One time, like for Lil Baby, I wrote down Lil Baby featuring Lil Baby after I cut it. So I was just like, okay, writing like the power of like manifestation like really works. Like, so I don't know. I just always tell myself to do that. And I still have a list right now for the next year. Like, and I always be adding stuff. So, and just like going back to it and seeing that like things happen, that's like the more like, it's just motivation.
How do you manifest do you like, I mean, I know people do vision boards. You said you write everything down, but do you do anything else? I'm just saying because if people like watching this or hearing this might want tips on how they can manifest too.
I've had like a little vision board session like with my girls and stuff, you know what I'm saying, where it's just a day, but it's not something I always do. I think that was just my main thing. It's easy for me. Like it's like on my notes in my phone. I just write it down. Like I think that's just the easiest way to do it for me. You know what I mean? Everybody has their different ways, but yeah.
Now you have a lot of eyes and attention on you as well. So for the young girls, the young women, the young ladies out there that are looking to you as inspiration now, just the same way you were looking at Rihanna or Beyonce, like where does that responsibility fall first? And then like what advice would you give the young woman out there?
It's crazy to be in the limelight sometimes. Like it definitely is like a little scary because it's just like certain things that could be interpreted differently or whatever the case may be. So, you know, it's like for me, I just take it as like I'm human, and at the end of the day, I'm just learning to get better every day and just growing. I pray for growth like every day. So that's like my main thing. So I think my advice to women is like hoping and praying for growth. That's like the best way to go about things because everybody's growing, everybody's human, everybody makes mistakes. So it's like, that's my main thing. It's just like, okay, what's going to make me better today? What can I do today to make me a little better than yesterday? You know what I mean? So
I be talking to my homegirls, right? So I was talking to her about that, like about mistakes. And she's one of them people who got to learn from her own shit and not learn from other mistakes. And I'll be telling them like, it'd be in your best interest to pick up mistakes from other people. And that's kind of like how I do it. How do you learn? Do you learn best from bumping your head or watching other people?
It's so funny because my mom always tells me like she wants me to learn from other people's mistakes. She don't want me to make mistakes ever. So she's getting so mad when I be making mistakes. And I'm just like, but I gotta grow, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what my family says. They're like, she's gonna do her and she's just gonna learn. And I think that's my way of doing it. I don't really learn from nobody else's mistakes. I definitely learn from my own mistakes for sure because we all make them. So now I know, okay, I shouldn't have did that. Let me next time I'm you know what I'm saying? Do it differently or whatever. Like some things ain't worth it or whatever the case may be. So no, I definitely learn from my own mistakes.
So how do you feel the most celebrated? Just, I'm not gonna say on the day-to-day, but just in any situation that you're in, how do you feel celebrated? For example, my wife, she loves flowers, right?
That's cute.
But she doesn't take care of
flowers. Are so ridiculous, bro.
I don't like flowers die in like 3 days.
Man, that's what I be saying.
And she's
not care of them.
She doesn't, and that's the thing. She doesn't take care of them. So I've been on the thing where I haven't gotten her flowers in a good 3 years, right? And yeah.
Love flowers?
I haven't gotten her flowers in like a good 3 years. Like, and I tell her because I'm like, you're not gonna take care of it. Like, I would rather you get something that you. So, am I doing it wrong by doing that? Should I just let her just kill the flowers just because she likes them?
Yes, flowers are not even expensive. Like,
No, it's not about the expensiveness. It's just that here's the thing. I'll get them for her, and then she won't even attend to them. She won't even be like, oh, these are nice. It just be like, I'm the one that puts them in the vase, puts it in the kitchen or wherever it's at, and then she won't even pay attention to them after that. So it's like,
I'm a person that likes to make people like smile. I'm like a real like caring person. So like if I know that's something you like, I will get it for you all the time.
got it. So
Even if it's stupid.
It's not stupid. It's like it's a moment. Like, what are you talking about? It's not stupid. They'll die, but then she just throw them away. Or get the long lasting flowers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get those.
So give her some fake flowers.
No, there's real flowers that last like for a year.
Really? See, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Okay, so that's a bar. I didn't know that.
Dose of roses. I have some right now.
You said Joseph Roses?
No. Dose of roses.
Oh, I thought you said Joseph. I was like, I ain't never heard of no Joseph Roses. Yeah. So, but as far as how do you, when it comes back to feeling celebrated, like what are the things that make you feel celebrated? Like, oh, that was nice. So you did something for me, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. It's funny because I feel like when it's my birthday or when it's like certain things like that, like I don't really expect much from people because I feel like I have a lot already. Like I have a lot of clothes, I have a lot of sneakers. So it's like, it's definitely hard to get me something for like as a gift. So I don't know. I just think just like little things, like just something that's like just thoughtful. I think it's just like you went above and beyond, like just a little thing. Like, I don't know. I'm not.
So it doesn't, of course the price doesn't have to be attached, but you're saying pay a little more thought into what it is.
Yeah.
What's the most thoughtful gift you think you've ever gotten that made you feel celebrated?
There's different ones. Like when like my photographer got me like a movie. I don't know. I just posted a picture of it the other day. It was like a movie sweatshirt that was like handmade. I thought that was fire. Wow. I thought that was like creative and dope. I've gotten like a bag that I've posted on line before. I was like, oh, this is fire. And I thought that was dope. That someone like after a month like got it from me. I was like, oh wow, you remembered. Okay. Yeah.
So pay attention, fellas. Just pay attention. That's the key. Pay attention.
All right. You brought it up. I want to jump into this movie project because first of all, how dare you make me sit through half an hour and watch your full-length feature film? Because I was like, at first, to be honest, I was like, listen, let me tell you, you know me, I'm gonna tell you the truth. But I'm like sitting there and I'm like, okay, I'm thinking like it's like a movie, like, but I understand how you crafted the project and it kind of flowed as one singular, like, piece. And once I sat through it, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. But initially, I'm like, oh, I'm finna watch him. Like, I thought it was a movie. The way, I mean, obviously, that's how you put it out and you market it. No, I know that, but I'm saying I didn't realize that I was watching music videos as a film. I thought that I was like gonna watch. I was like, oh, Danny finna get her acting on. It's finna be like, and then I'm watching them like, oh, it's the music videos and shit like that. And then I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it real with you every time I talk to you. I'm mad I didn't get was it Diamonds on Me? Is
video.
That, bruh?
I want to get a video for that. We'll see. I'm mad.
That shit. That's my shit. That shit is hard.
I know. Everybody wants a video for that. I definitely want to get a video. That was like the plan, was to get like a separate video because there was some that didn't get a video. It was that one.
Famous, I think.
No, Famous had one.
No, not Famous. Yeah. But I think but anyway, what I was saying was about the project. Did you, when you were creating the music, did you already have that in mind that you was going to do it like that?
Now when I was creating the music, because some of them are like older songs. So I think like, it was like, it's so funny because I had a whole visual album idea, like before a movie, it was like a whole other name and everything. But then after a while, like, I started going through more live, started recording more, and then started switching out songs. But I was still in mind, like, okay, I'm gonna have the visual album for sure. That's what I want. Because my last album, The Plan, it only had like 3 music videos, like what? Easy, Lil Baby, and Blue Chips, I think it was. So I was like, yeah, I need visuals. I'm a visual artist. So I was like, visual album, let's go. So, and I had time. Quarantine.
She said I had time, nothing but time.
The world had time.
Yeah.
I do. I gotta thank you very, very quick because my son is about to be 3 years old, right?
His
And
son
when
is
they
ratchet, just for the record.
when the Easy video, when the Chris Brown Easy remix that, oh my God, he sat in front of the TV and watched that over and over. That was my babysitting moment when I needed time to kind of like get away and do my thing. He would literally go, and we had it on YouTube, so it would go to all your other videos, and he would just be stuck.
I think my videos are super like kid friendly for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Lil Baby, I'm sure he likes Lil Baby too.
Oh yeah, yeah. He was all over it. All
Right.
over. So I got to thank you for that. But we were talking about the quarantine. Everybody's been locked down. How have you pivoted from that and just kind of bounced back from everything going on in the world?
I mean, shoot, it's just adjusting. You got to do what you got to do around these times. Like, so I still stuck to everything that I do. I still go to the gym. I still go to the studio. The only thing I don't have is like traveling, going on tour. So it's more studio. It's more, you know what I'm saying, brainstorming too, because I be doing content. You guys see stuff. So
Hey,
just keep myself busy.
hey, what is it with you with jumping off of moving vehicles?
I think that's like my main thing, right?
Like what the fuck is wrong? Like, they got crazy insurance at Def Jam because
No, for real.
you
They're
just
like, I
jumping
don't
off of
think-
moving shit all the time.
They're like, yo, one thing Danny gonna do is jump out of a car. And then like, damn, I don't even mean it that way. Like, I don't even know why it always happens. I don't know.
Because even when you were I don't know, I think you was in the DR and you was doing I think it was you were playing the Diamonds on Me the song and you jumped off the golf cart. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with her?
What is happening?
Right? I don't know.
Did you ever have aspirations of being in like, doing like extreme sports, maybe like some snowboarding, skydiving, bungee jumping, base jumping?
Yeah. I love all that type of stuff. I've always been into like just adventure type shit. Like even like when I was younger, I like played softball, I played baseball. I was the only girl on the baseball team. Like, so I've always been an athletic person. So I've never been done like skydiving or like.
Would you?
Shit like that. I don't know.
Would you? No.
I don't know. That's like to risk my life for one day. It's just kind of scary.
Danileigh,
I have to wait.
This is DJ Head speaking right now. Okay, you jumped out of moving vehicles. Okay, what do you mean risk your life?
Bungee jumping.
That's not the same as a being attached to a rope.
Or
man.
hey, like
Hey, so you did bring up your workouts, and I just want to say that I'm envious of your workout regimen because fat asses like myself can't necessarily find the motivation to get up and work out like. Oh, so okay? Let me ask you this though, because I happen to believe, and this I know I'm gonna get killed on the internet for this, but it is this. I feel how I feel. I've said it before. I feel like personal trainers are a waste of money. And the reason why I feel, and not because of what they teach you, I believe that's valuable. The education on how to properly train is valuable. I believe the nutrition aspect is valuable. But I'm talking about the drill sergeants, the motherfuckers that just stand over your shoulder and just yell at you. And like I grew up with a black mom. Like I didn't need that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I mean, for me, everybody's different. For me, I like to just go somewhere and they literally tell me what to do, and I'm like, perfect. Because if I'm going to the gym and trying to remember workout, nah, it's just not gonna happen for me. So I've been working with a trainer for like three plus years probably.
The trainer can hold you accountable. Like that's why my most consistent workout regimen before everything got locked down was because I had a trainer. That's just
like,
just
I love my trainer. So we literally just be talking and like I'm not realizing I'm working out. I'm like just going in while we're talking. So I think it's just better for me.
In all fairness, I've never hired a personal trainer. So I just want to put that out there too.
Well, there you go. You
So
probably need one.
I'm just telling you my opinion. I'm just,
He's living his truth right now. Anyway. So one thing I do want to know, man, what do you think that the biggest misconception of Danileigh is?
I don't even want to talk about it. I mean, yeah, I just feel like people don't know me. So it's just like, I think that's the main thing is people trying to like tell me who I am without even knowing me type of thing. That's all I'm gonna say. They don't, like, people really don't know me. Like, you don't even know me, So that's it.
Yeah, and I think the internet is a hard place to try to explain that because even if you do tell Somebody who you are. They'll no. I
They'll
just
hate
told
that. I'm
you
like,
who I am.
damn. I'm
Yeah.
like, no one understands me. I'm like, damn, okay. I'ma just back away. Y'all could just tell me who I am. That's fine.
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna show you something. I want to tell me. I'm gonna show you something, and tell me the first thing that comes to your mind.
Is that you in the background?
Yep.
That was when I first met with you, right? And played
Yep.
my album.
Yep. This is the first day we met.
Yeah. I remember you telling me my teeth were nice and you were mad I never had braces. And that's all you could talk about. So I was like,
what a backhanded compliment, dog.
right.
Come on, man.
He was mad at me. Like he hated it.
Hey, but listen,
But
I've been consistent the whole time.
Yeah, you're always mad cool to me. So I was like,
So from that time, I don't remember what year that was, but from that time to now,
2018 or 2018, I believe.
Was it?
That's
2017, 2018, because it was
It was
before
like
the plan for
2017.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2017 to 2021. What?
Damn, it's 4 years. Wow.
Jeez.
What is the biggest difference that you notice within Danileigh?
Just my person. I feel like I've definitely matured more. I've become more certain of what I want in life, of who I am. You know, at that time, I think did I just sign a Def Jam?
Yeah.
Was I just signed?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know if it was public yet.
My A&R was there. So yeah, that was like, I was just figuring it out. I didn't even know. Like at that point, I just have been making music, moving around different studios here and there, just trying to figure it out, just trying to make a name for myself. So now that I have a name for myself, it's just like, you know, I'm just more sure of who I am and like what I want in life. So
yeah. There's something that needs to be celebrated about you though, because I feel like, and you've spoken to before of being in the industry in a sense of being around. You've been around for a while, right? In terms of like, you know, just having the know-how of the business, right? The industry in a sense, right? And things get thrown at you left and right as far as just with the music and just lifestyle and the way you've handled a lot of shit. I feel like that needs to be celebrated more. You know what I mean? And I think we in society and just in social media and all that, that's not recognized as much as it should be. So I do want to take the time and make sure you get your flowers and your roses for that, because we've seen the exact opposite. We've seen people that have been in the industry, you know, from jump and haven't handled things that way. And it's like, where are they right now? You know, they can't handle certain things. And I think that's a testament to your circle, your team, and obviously how you handle stuff as a woman. So celebrations on that too.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, real quick, I want to ask you something, and this is a completely random question. And I've talked to all my, I'm gonna get killed on the internet for this too, but I've talked to all my homegirls about this. What is it with women and cutting their hair? And I believe it's always okay. Let me tell you the three things, and we talked about this on air before. There's three things that happen after a breakup, and I'm coming from the video that you did for, I think it's Mistreated, right? And you were cutting your hair on Instagram Live or some shit like that.
Yeah,
bruh. It's three things that happen when women go through breakups or heartbreak or whatever. It's a haircut, it's a bikini, and a boat come out of nowhere, and they just on the boat. Like, explain this shit to me, please.
I mean, just think about it. Like, okay, like you were with somebody that you love, and then all of a sudden everything ends up not working out. I just feel like at that point you just need a change, and women just want to change their look to feel, you know, good about themselves again. Like, you know, because in that time, like girls are low and like they don't even feel their best. They don't even feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're in a relationship, sometimes you feel fire, like you want some, I'm popping, you're gonna get dressed up for your man, like, you know, and then like when all that goes down, you're like, okay, damn, I need to do something for myself to make me feel good. So hair change, make me feel good. Let me take some pics. And then like also it's like kind of like a reminder of like, damn, I'm still a bad bitch. Like when you go on a boat.
So the boat makes you the bad bitch.
The boat represents bad bitchness.
I mean, like I think the boat comes from a vacation / getaway. So sometimes you just need to clear your mind.
Nah, My homegirls be on a boat in Long Beach. They don't be going nowhere.
Well, I mean, shoot, everybody does it differently. They need like a good boat ride, clear their mind, like, you know, and then you're gonna take pictures. If you know what I'm saying, you want to.
You got to document it, right? Document the celebration, and that's what it's about.
Exactly.
Now, the flip side of that, what I just want to clarify, because I don't. Who is Monique?
Who is Monique? That's like my alter ego, I would say. Like that's just like on some, because I feel like Danileigh has so many different sounds and vibes. Because like I have my easy, but then I have my little baby, where it's just like you don't even. It sometimes don't even sound like the same person. My tone is still the same, but it's just a different attitude and vibe. And Monique is just that. She's just a bad bitch. And then I also kind of compared it to Monique Parker on some like boss. You know what I mean?
Okay. And then pivoting in from Monique, what is it? Last night. I think it's last night. Yeah, it is last night.
Thank you.
Last night, I pay attention sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Last night and the visuals, it was a fucking movie.
More on the visuals.
But anyway, last night there was like a pistol and you not taking no more bullshit. You finna go get what's yours. So going from like, now let me tell you the timeline of Danileigh, right? You got a little baby. She just,
right.
Little baby. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna go back to All Day because I told you that was one of my favorite shits, right? So you got All Day, you in the just you loving life, you Dominican, it's whatever. Then you got Little Baby, it's a little turned up. Then you got Easy, and it's really sensual and sexual and woo 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 woo. Then you in love, and then shit start to take it left. You know what I'm saying? Then you start getting, then we get introduced to Monique, and Monique tripping. Like she set tripping, she gang banging. It's what it would. And then and then we end up on Last Night, and it's like, well, what the fuck happened? Is that like a real depiction of your life?
Me?
Right.
Yes, it is. Obviously not to the extreme. I'm not gonna go shoot somebody.
Right.
But I would say for sure, like in an exaggerated way, for sure, because my life is so like roller coastery. I feel like so much stuff goes in my life that nobody knows about, that it's just like crazy. Like I know on the internet I portray like such a like, I feel like I'm always happy. It's always positive. That's all I want to really spread. It's just positive. But I be going through shit. My life is like, I be saying my life is a blessing and a curse, because it's just like, it's great things that happen, but it's also like, damn, you know? So I just be up and down all the time.
Do you ever feel yourself like bracing for impact? Because I like we go through that all the time. Like we trying to celebrate a win, but it's like, oh shit, what else is coming?
No, I think I'm more of like in the moment type of person. Like I celebrate what's in the moment, and then what comes next is gonna come, you know?
Gotcha.
Now we had a topic, and I want you to chime in on this, because I think you'd be the perfect person to give us the heads up. We were talking about, we were asking callers, and we'll ask callers again, but is it better to be single or is it better being taken?
Oh, so this was a war on the radio, Daddy. Like people was calling from all over the place. Tripping.
I mean, I think people, that's just based off opinion. Like it's just your personality of who you are. Like me, I don't like to be single. I like to have a man and just be secure in my man, like, and just, you know what I'm saying, have a good, healthy relationship. So that's how. That's it.
And that's exactly what I was coming. I said it's better, like when you have somebody, it's a good thing to build with somebody and have somebody that you can build an empire with her. You know what I'm saying? That can see your successes and ups and downs and kind of be with you throughout the whole time.
Right. And my parents been married for 35 plus years, so that's just what I'm used to. That's how I was raised. So that's just everybody.
I just don't want to have to buy flowers and shit and like put on a weird ass suit just to, you know what I'm saying?
Find somebody that don't care about flowers and don't care if you have a suit. And
I don't want to have to check in. Like, it just,
now come on now.
You don't have like a best friend, or like you don't want to know somebody's checking in on you, like to know someone's thinking about you. Like
he's a robot, right? Just to let you know, he doesn't have emotions or feelings. So
I'm just trying to.
That's out the window.
Okay.
I'm not a robot. I just
robot.
He's a robot. Now, okay, so in terms of music, playlists and things of that nature, what's that go-to song that you get? You know, you were talking about you with your girls, you in that mood. What's that one song you play to kind of get into the right mood?
It always changes because there's always new music coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Today, what's today? Today, what's that song or that this week?
I have like a fire ass like playlist on on my Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trackstar is fire. She's a winner. She's a Trackstar. That song's hard, and it like had a whole little like, sometimes songs with challenges sometimes get annoying, but I don't feel like that song's annoying. I also like this song too. You know, the song, the Dusty Loking, and then I really like Pooh Shiesty. Like his stuff is fire. His stuff is turned. So if you trying to get turned, I feel like that's a good little album to play.
Are you gonna have all of these people in your video? Because you had hella people in the Keeper video. Like I saw Fora with Boogie, like Blueface. Like, are you is that something that you thought about when you were putting it together? Okay, so you already knew you was gonna do that.
I mean, as I was writing it, it's funny because that's a lot of those things are like, obviously to an extent, some of the things were like based on a true story. Like I really got all those flowers. Like all those flowers were the real flowers that I actually got sent to my house.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go check that shit out again. I got
yeah. So
I'm doing the math on that, and the flowers just kept coming in. I'm just like, okay, that's 1,200.
So me and the director, we wrote like we'll have a whole bunch of delivery men come in my house and just give me the flowers while I'm just sitting there like, what the hell? So I was like, oh, it would be fire to have a whole bunch of cameos on that part. Like that's a good cameo part. So yeah, I just hit them all up and they put up for me. It's like, thank you. Blueface is so funny. He was supposed to be one of the flower boys, but he's like, I'm not putting on that Dickie suit. I was like, what else could we make him do? And we were shooting Famous the same day, so it was like perfect. He came in and did his little cameo.
Something else I wanted to ask you about too is I think it's called NEDA, the National Eating Disorder Association. And like I love that you got it. That I saw that you were involved with that somehow, but I think eating disorders used to be a thing, and it's not talked about as much as mental health now. Like mental health is the focal point now, but like eating disorders kind of got pushed to the back. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's important. That's an important conversation. One, and then two, what made you get involved with that?
My agent sent me that, and I was like, oh, I would love to spread something like this because you're right. Like it isn't even something people really think about or know that people go through. So just like the insecurities in your body with social media too, I just feel like people are so negative. So I don't know, just to spread something positive for the day, especially if it was something that was meant for that day. Like I would love to be a part of it. So that's why I did it.
It is International Women's Day celebration. Do you think that women have an expectation to live up to when it comes to social media? Like, because you see all of these girls and you never see bad days. Like you never see the fucked up hair day, right? You always see the highlight reel, but you never see like people in the gym and like all of the training that goes into the highlight reel. Do you feel like there's an expectation on women to maintain a certain level of beauty and glam and vanity and etc.?
I don't know if it's necessarily an expectation. I guess for women, for themselves, I think that's just, how they want to look on the gram and feel good about themselves when they post. Because, I mean, I'll post, like, natural days sometimes. Like, I'm a pretty, like, natural girl. So I'll post it just to show that it is cool to just be natural and normal. And it's beautiful, too. Like, so girls feel the same way. Anything I post, I just want girls to feel, like, the same way. So it's not an expectation for me. I don't look at it like that. So I don't know.
And you mentioned earlier, as far as, again, the ladies' night and things, what do you feel like the key ingredients to the perfect ladies' night is?
I was gonna say wine, like
I mean that's one. Yeah, I mean for if you up age, turn up.
Yeah, turn up a little, turn. Yeah, just good vibes. I think music is key. Always need some music. Listen to some Jasmine Sullivan. Her album is crazy fire.
Oh,
it's relatable. So I don't know. It's just good conversation, good vibes. Because I don't feel like girls like get around each other as much. Like I don't know. Some girls have insecurity. Some girls don't like other girls. Gossip, all this stuff. I don't like none of that type of shit. I'm like a man. That's why I like to I be chilling. I don't like to gossip or nothing like that. So that's the type of vibes I like with girls. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of girls I'm around, I would say.
Do you know, like we are celebrating women, but who's some of the women that have reached out to you to celebrate you, either when you first came in the game, like to embrace you, showed you love, tapped in, whatever?
Man, I've had some really dope women like show love. The other day I was on the my boy Camper, Camper, the producer. I was with him and they were like playing my song in the background, a new song I just did. And he was on the phone with Brandy, and Brandy was like, "Who is that?" Like in the background, and he's like, "Oh, that's Danileigh." And she was like, "Oh wow, she sounds beautiful." He's like, "You want to say hi?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Hey." She's like, "Hey, I just want to say congratulations on everything. You are killing it. You look so good." Like all this stuff. And she was like, "I love you." And I was like, "I love you too." I was like, "What?" Like that's so nice. Sierra, she sent me like a text before, just like she wanted to get my number just to send me like love. Like I thought that was so dope. Yeah.
That's dope.
I met Beyonce before at Diddy's party and she showed me love. I didn't know Beyonce knew me. So I was like, what? So she was like, I know who you are. Like you killing it. Like I watch you. I was like, what? Who else? Who else? I mean, I take this, I'm in love with Rihanna. So I was a Fenty ambassador. So I feel like that's her little love to me right there.
Wow.
Gotta prove like
that's amazing.
Her, who else?
That is dope. That's a big deal. Because, Riri don't really fuck with people like that.
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
An ambassador? Come on, man.
Yeah, so I thought that was dope. And then obviously like Tiana Taylor, I was the first girl. Not the first girl. That was my first tour opening up for someone. So, she had to approve that. So that's big sis. I thank her for that always. Doja just showed me some love on the DM the other day. Like told me my album is crazy. And then like every other girl is pretty like dope. Like Sweetie's always showing love. We always put in little hearts, eyes, emojis on our stories to each other. Like,
I like the camaraderie amongst women, because I feel like women in music get a bad rap for being not communal and not supporting each other and being catty and shit like that. So I like that.
It's competitive, but we all can win. We all are different too. You know what I mean?
Does it still feel? Does it ever get regular, or is it like still have that new feeling for you? Like, oh shit, those are reached out. Or like people that are your peers, the people that you looked up to, are reaching out and saying, what's up?
No, I thought it was so dope that she reached out to me, because I mean we've met each other before and stuff, but it was just random, and like to know that she listened to my album, like was dope. Like I was like, oh shoot, that's fire. Like. So yeah, no, it always is something to me, always, every time.
Now you mentioned this one thing that we usually close the show out with this, and I'm glad you mentioned it earlier. What's one thing that Danileigh has to do? The year can't end without Danileigh doing what? So go on and pull out that notepad, whatever you have on your list for 2021. What's that one thing that you have to do that you haven't accomplished yet for 2021?
So 2020, I got nominated for a lot of stuff, but I didn't win anything. So I was like nominated for Best New Artist on BT, which is dope. I was against like Roddy Ricch, Pop Smoke, like crazy people.
Wow, yeah.
But just to be a part of the lineup was lit. So just to win something, I think would be fire. You know what I mean? I think that would be crazy. So something like that would be a dope goal. I'm working on new music now, so about to turn up, about to, you know what I'm saying, just get back in my Danileigh vibe and just put my artistry out there. So hopefully something goes crazy and then I can get, a Grammy, a BET award, something. So
hold on, two more things. One is you did the easy thing with Chris Breezy. Now, Chris Brown to me is probably the most talented person I've ever seen with my own two eyes. One of Depot. I put him and Beyonce right up there, right? Now, you are a dancer. You was born to dance. You've been dancing your whole entire life. Give me a level from 1 to 10 on how intimidated you were dancing with Chris Brown. Just be honest.
I wasn't intimidated.
Really?
Nah, we was in rehearsal chilling, vibing. Easy was easy. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
no pun.
Crazy. But also like I could really dance too. Like,
not to toot my own horn,
really
but
dance.
toot.
Chris Brown cool, but I could.
If someone gave me like straight Chris Brown choreography, I know I could do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really good at picking up choreography. So I don't get nervous when it comes to dancing. It might take me a second or whatever, but I don't get nervous when it comes to dancing. I'm pretty confident when it comes to dancing. So,
Bet.
yeah.
Hey, talk your shit. I like that energy. Talk your shit.
Yeah, no, it was just good vibes, man. Me and Chris got along so well, so it was very easy. We even kind of choreographed too, like, you know what I'm saying? We were just listening to the music. This part, I think I'm in that part up. Like, I think we were just like, ooh, like it was just so like it was fun. So I wasn't intimidated.
I do want to say this on the record that, and the thing is, like, for me personally, when everything, and I know they're gonna be mad, but I'm gonna just tell you to your face anyway. But when everything came out about all of the color thing, I wasn't offended. And I'm just telling you, you don't have to respond if you don't want to, but I'm just saying I wasn't offended as a Black person. However, I do understand the sentiments of other Black people. Now, I will say this. I don't know you to be malicious in any way. Like, ever since, I mean, I just showed you a picture from like 5 fucking years ago, however long ago it was. But I don't know you to be malicious. I don't know you to be anything like that. So I'm just telling you, because you know me, we always keep it 100 on or off camera. I always tell you the truth. I don't take it as that, and I didn't take it as that. I can't speak for other people, but that's that. And I saw your video that you addressed it and everything like that, and I felt like you were genuine in your sentiments. So I just wanted to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Thank
you. Yeah, it's all about growing and definitely like realizing and taking accountability, because it definitely was taken a little wrong, and everybody thought I was like coming for one person. But a lot of my songs, like even if you listen to a lot of like Monique, like just different songs, like I really just have like this bad bitch attitude, but I'm not even really like that in person. It's more
you a
like,
softie. You a softie.
Yeah, I'm a softie, and I just want my girls to feel that way and confident. That's like my main goal. Like, so like some songs I'll be like, usually I'll be talking about like, bitch, you ain't making no hits. Like, I'm not talking to nobody specifically. It's just how I talk in music. So no, it was, yeah.
It's a learning lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a learning lesson. And like, hopefully, like, you know, things can change soon for me. Like but like I said, every day I'm praying for growth and stuff. So
hey, keep doing your shit and just stop jumping out of moving vehicles. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, right?
Because I'm pretty sure I saw the thing. Did your mom fall in the pool?
Oh my gosh, she did.
Okay, see, given the lineage in your family, I would just stop jumping out of shit. You know what I'm saying?
She
learn from that lesson.
She fell in it though.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, that was an accident, but you're intentionally jumping out of moving vehicles. Like, we just got to figure out something else. Like, yeah.
No, it's crazy.
Oh, and then also we haven't talked since Drake, since the Drake challenge, and obviously you went crazy viral doing the Drake thing. Drake is dropping new music as we speak.
I'm excited.
Is Danileigh plan to, dive into that bag again, or you passed it?
Jump out of it. I mean, I'll do anything for Drake. I'll be showing my love. He's like one of my favorite artists. So I don't know. Maybe if there's a thing, but I don't know.
To be continued.
To be continued.
Now, is there anything that we didn't mention that you want to make sure, that you want the people, the fans, whoever, know, since we are, in the space of celebrating International Women's Day? Is that something that you feel like we didn't cover that you want to make sure the folks know? Because you still are taking over, believe it or not.
I mean, I think we covered everything, but this was a great conversation. Thank you guys. Thank you for you guys watching, and let's just spread love today to all of our women.
It's about women. I love women. My mom's a woman.
So is my wife.
He take any opportunity to pander to your wife, dog. That shit is make me.
That's my wife. It's my love. Come on, man.
Though, bro. Like that.
Yes, you should.
We be on the radio now. We be on the radio, and he be like, "Man, I love my wife." Nobody asked you. Like,
yeah, look, I gotta profess my love, because that's who I'm celebrating, not just International Women's Day, but every single day. Damn it! All right, Danileigh, thank you for being here with us and taking over our show and bringing some positive vibes, because this is what I gotta deal with every single night.
This one
right here, I gotta deal with him every single night. All right, it's Homegrown Radio, Real 92.3. Danileigh, thank you for taking over this International Women's Day, and we will catch you guys next time.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.